Hello students, welcome to Power Classes. So let's continue the second exercise, that is 3.2. So in this exercise we have the methods called, that is substitution method. So I'll just mention what is substitution method. Substitution method is, once we have, suppose we have two equations, that is x coefficient x plus y equal to 14 and x minus y equal to 4. So what you have to do in substitution method is write any one variable in terms of other variable. So for suppose in this question you can see that is the small one is 4, so I'm using this equation, that is x minus y equal to 4. I'm writing x in terms of y, so replacing y to the right side, it will become x becomes 4 plus y. Now using this equation in the first one, this one, so x in terms I am replacing with 4 plus y, that is 4 plus y equal to 14, that is 4 plus 2y equal to 14. Move 4 to the right side, become 2y equal to 14 minus 4, then 2y will become 10, and y equal to 5. And you can use any of the equations. I'm using second equation again, that is x minus y equal to 4. So x minus y 5 equal to 4, then x becomes 4 plus y, that is 9. So x plus comma y equal to 9 comma 5. You can also verify it using any of the equations or both the equations. X plus y equal to 14, that is 9 plus 5. It is also 14, correct. X minus y equal to 4, 9 minus y equal to 4. So both the values are satisfying both the equations. Let's move to the second question. So here in the question I have mentioned that 7 bats and 6 balls cost 3800, whereas 3 bats and 5 balls cost 1750. So what I'm doing is I'm letting bat as x and ball as y. So what the first equation is, 7x plus 6y equal to 3800, and second equation 3x plus 5y equal to 1750. So the substitution method, as I mentioned, you have to write one variable in terms of other variable. So I'm using the second equation. So 3x equal to 1750 minus 5y, x will become 1750 minus 5y by 3. Now using this variable in this equation, 7 into 1750 minus 5y by 3 plus 6y equal to 3800, and 7 into 5 is 35 minus 35y by 3 plus 7 into 1750 by 3 plus 6y equal to 3800, and 6y minus 35y by 3 equal to 3800. This will move to right side, will become minus 1750 by 3. And taking LCM here, 3 into 6 is 18, 18 minus 35 by 3 equal to 3 into 8, 3800 minus 7 into 1750 by 3, cancelling 3 on both sides, becomes 18 minus 35 is minus 17y equal to 3 into 3800 minus 7 into 1750. So y will become 1750 minus, 50 into 7 minus 3 into 3800 by 17. As a multiplier, minus into on both sides, this becomes plus, this becomes minus. So if you multiply these two, you will get 12,250. Whereas 3800 into 3 will become 11400. So just subtract these two, you will get 850 by 17. 850 by 17 is 50. So y equal to 50. That is number of cost of ball is 50. Now we have to find the cost of bat. So I'm using second equation, that is 3x plus 5 equal to 1750. 3x equal to 1750 minus 5y, that is 5 into 50. 3x equal to 1750 minus 250. X equal to 1500. 1750 minus 250 is 1500. 1500 by 3, that is 500. So bat cost is 500 and ball cost is 50. So if any question, if they provide two linear equations and to ask by substitution method, we need to make sure that first thing is converting one variable into another variable and using that variable in the another equation. Suppose we are using this equation and figuring out x in terms of y variable, then use this in the other equation. Similarly, here I am using this equation to find out x in terms of y. So I am replacing here in the second equation. 7x plus 6 equal to 3. Let's move to the other exercise, that is exercise 3.3. So here what they are asking is saying another method, that is elimination method. So what is elimination method? Elimination method is a bit easy when compared to the substitution method because the calculations here are little less. So if in exam, if they mention elimination method, definitely you have to follow this. If they ask substitution method, they have to follow this. If they didn't mention anywhere, that is follow this method to find the solution, then I suggest to go with elimination method because it is little less complex when compared to substitution. Okay, let's go with elimination method. What is elimination method? So we have two equations here, 3x plus 4y equal to 10, 2x minus 2y equal to 2. So what elimination suggests is make coefficient of anything like x or y of both the equations as same, so that using additions and subtractions you can find the solution. So for this question you can see that both are not same, like even x coefficient and y coefficient both are not same, but we have to make it into same. So here 4 we have and 2 is present. So if you multiply this equation with 2, definitely it will become 4y. Correct. So for this case, I'm using multiplying second equation with 2 will become 3x plus 4y equal to 10, and 2 into second equation, that's 2 into 2 is 4x, 2y is become 4y, and 2 will become 4. So what I'm doing is I'm adding both the equations. If I adding, what will become? 3x plus 4x is 7x, 4y minus 4y, that is 0, 10 plus 4 is 14. So 7x will become 14, that is x will become 14 by 7, that is 2. Now replace with any of the equations. I'm just using second equation again. 2x minus 2y equal to 2. X I'm replacing as 2. 2 into 2 minus 2y equal to 2. Then 4y minus 2. 4 minus 2y equal to 2. Interest 4 minus 2 equal to 2y. Y will become 2 by 2, that is 1. So just you can also verify it. X has 2 and 1. So verifying here 3x plus 4y equal to 10. 3 into 2 plus 4 into 1 is 10. That is 6 plus 4 equal to 10. Correct. The same way also verify second equation if you want. 2x minus 2y equal to 2, and since 2 into x is 2 again and y is 1, become 4 minus 2, that is also 2. So 2 and 2 are same. So both the equations are satisfied. In the exam, better you verify it so that if any mistake in the calculations, you can just correct it. Let's move to the second type of question. Here you can see 5 years ago, Nuri age is thrice as Sonu, and 10 years later, Nuri age is twice as Sonu. So first condition, let assume Nuri age as x and Sonu age as y. So 5 years ago, that is past. So the current 5 years ago, what will be the Nuri age? It will become x minus 5. X minus 5 equal to is thrice of 3 times of Sonu's age. Sonu's current age is y. So 5 years ago, the Sonu's age will become y minus 5. So this becomes x minus 5 equal to 3 into y is 3y, and 3 into 5 is 15. And just moving variables to the left and numbers to the right side will become x minus 3y. It will become minus 5 will be plus 5, so minus 15 plus 5, so x minus 3y equal to minus 10. So this is equal to first equation. What about second condition? 10 years later, so Nuri's age will become x plus 10, and Sonu's age will become y plus 10. What do you mention relation? 10 years later, Nuri's age is twice of Sonu. So Nuri's age 10 years later equal to twice, that is 2 times of Sonu's age. So x plus y equal to 2 into y is 2y, 2 into 10 is 20. So move the y variable to the left side will become x minus 2y equal to 20. This will become minus 10. So x minus 2y equal to 10 is second equation. Now as I mentioned, see here it is easily solvable because x coefficient in both the cases are same. So I'm directly subtracting both the equations. X minus 3y equal to minus 10, x plus minus 2y equal to 10. So while subtracting, it is easy to just change the signs, that x will become minus. Here nothing is present, so minus. Here plus is present, so plus. Sorry. If the minus is present, so I'm changing it to plus. Here nothing is present, changing it to y. Sorry, minus. Just I'm saying it once again. So if you want to subtract both the equations, it's easy. Just write both the equations first, and whatever the second equation signs, just change it contradictorily. Like if nothing is present, that is plus, so I'm replacing it as minus. Here minus is present, so replacing it as plus. Here nothing is present, so replacing it as minus. Now add it. X minus x 0 minus 3x plus 2y. Sorry, minus 3y plus 2y equal to minus 10 minus 10. Minus 3y plus 2y is minus 5. Minus 10 minus 10 is minus 20. Just cancel minus 10 from both sides, so become y becomes 20. Now replace any of the equations. So I'm using second one, that is x minus 2y equal to 10. So become x minus 2 into y is 20 equal to 10. So x will become 10. It will become 2 into 20 is 40. So replacing 40 to the right side will become x equal to 10 plus 40. So s will become 10 plus 40 is 50. So Nuri's age is 50, whereas Sonu age is 20. So in this way, we have to solve the elimination method. So after this, I will just start with fourth chapter and try to upload it as soon as possible. So if you have any doubts with respect to elimination as well as substitution method, you can just comment so that I can just check, or else you can also join my Telegram group, which I have mentioned in description, and you can ask the questions there. There also I can solve and paste the exact solution. So we'll meet in the next exercise. Thank you so much.